Hi everyone. In this video we're going to talk about the growth variable node and how to use it to create some cool effects. Alright, first we're going to create a branching vector graphic. Just like so. Just drag the tool. Beautiful. Okay, so what the growth variable node was designed for was primarily two reasons. Thickness, controlling the thickness of a branching structure like this, and also being able to draw it on naturally, kind of growing like a tree. So first let's use it to do the thickness. So with the vector selected, come up to the vector menu, come down to variable, and select growth variable. And that will create the node. By default, you won't see any visual difference, but what it's doing is it's creating a variable and attaching it to the graphic, and it's currently called growth. But to control the thickness, we need to change that name to call it thickness. And now let's increase the overall thickness so it's a lot more visible what's going on. What it's doing is it's using this min and max value. It's multiplying the overall thickness of the layer by this thickness value here. So that creates this effect, which by default it's using the first point that we drew from. So if we come over to the starting points parameter, we can click on the pencil to come in and change that selection. So see, right now you can see it's got that first point. We can change it to a point such as this. What you do is you make your selection. Either you can turn it off again over there, or you can come back, make a selection, just press enter or return depending on where your keyboard is. And there it will grow from whatever that selected point is. You can also select multiple points by holding down shift, and you get cool effects like so. So that's one way the growth variable is used. So let's try the kind of like growing on like a tree would do. Let's lower the thickness a little bit. Okay. And now we're going to use the, what's it called? Trim segment tool or node. So what that's going to do is it's going to trim every segment the same, which sometimes that's what you want. But in this case, that's not what we're going for. We want it to grow out from, a starting point across the entire structure. So what we can do is with the trim segment node selected, there's this growth variable parameter. So what you want to do is click on it. It will show you the current variables attached to the vector. But what we want to do is create a new growth variable. So the menu provides this handy way of creating variables. And what you can do is you can create it this way, and it will prompt you with a name. In this instance, the name doesn't really matter, so we'll just leave it the same. Hit OK, and it's going to create the node right before the node the node where the variable was being used. Creates it before that and assigns it the name that you gave it. And so it has created the growth variable for us, and that's pretty much really all you need to do. Now the end value is using that growth to expand over the entire structure, creating a cool effect like it's being grown on. So doing this, animating this by hand would be a real pain in the butt, but doing it this way, it's simple. You can even grow it off. All right, so that should be enough to get you playing around with the growth variable. Keep watching for future videos. Thanks.